Hello and Assalamualaikum everybody, welcome back to the channel. One here, your resident guitar player slash M tester for the day, coming to you from Cereton HQ down in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. And today on the bench, haha, another returning contestant. I've played the, previously I've played the 50 watt version, also the 100 watt version, but both versions I did with my Shure, so it's more like a Strat kind of sound, yeah. And today, since I've got this, so why not we try again with the JJ 100 with my LP? Yeah, why not? So yeah, this is the Cereton Joejoe 100. So layout very simple. You have a clean channel and a overdrive channel. So you have your power standby switch over here, your pilot light, your master volume over here. We have presence, bass, middle and treble for the OD channel, master and gain for the OD channel. Yes, a clean volume, again that's for the clean channel. And you have treble, middle and treble, middle and bass for the clean channel as well. On this amp, the bright switch is only for the clean channel, and as well as we have a channel selector switch at the front. That's one of my favorite features actually. At the back, we have a JBE switch on and off. I forgot which one is on and off, but again, the JBE switch is only for the OD channel, so right now it is on the down position. So yeah, you can flick it up or down. I think it's up. The on is up, I think, because it kind of like adds the more saturation, but also it kind of like it pull the volume down a little bit. So hence why there's a master over here, so you can balance again with your clean channel. So yeah, that's at the back. The way I look at it is more like a modern era switch. Yes. Yeah, the era switch on my Leviathan and my Son of Yeti, so it's kind of like the modern mode. So at the down position, it's more like the way I look at it is like 80s mode and modern mode. Yeah, but yeah, on this amp it's labeled as JBE, so you'll hear it afterwards. There's also a buffered effects loop at the end, at the back, as well as speaker outs. And yeah, that's it about the amp. I think the amp has a line out to feed your outboard effects and whatnot. Let me just check. Yes, it does. It does. As well as foot switch input at the back. So we have a foot switch here. So right now the light is off, so that's your clean channel. When the red light is on, that's your OD channel. So yeah, that's the Joejoe 100. So in all this glory, this amp is huge, and as well as the sound is huge. Yeah, going into the amp is my Les Paul standard. Nothing done to it, straight to the amp. And from the amp, from the speaker out, goes into the PDI, Palmer PDI 03 speaker simulator. And from the speaker through of the Palmer, going into our 2x12 cabinet, close back cabinet with WGS ET 65s in it, with one of the speakers is mic'd out with an SM57 right in between the paper and the cone, right on the grill. So from the mic goes into the interface and straight into Logic. And before going into the mic, there's a the Palmer here. So we're taking one, I think the emulated out going into one of the channel of the interface. That's purely for me to blend with the mic sound and maybe add on effects. Yeah, that's about it. Yeah, that's about the guitar, that's about the amp, that's about the chain. And this is me. I am going to stop yapping and we're going to start playing. Alright, that is just the clean channel, everything at 12 o'clock, including the clean volume. So let's tweak the EQ a bit. And the bright switch is actually in the middle right now, so that's bypassing the bright capacitors. Yes. So yeah, let's tweak. So with the clean sound, I like it to, let's add on a little bit of the treble as well as the mids, and maybe turn down the bass about there, so you get to see the treble and the middle is both at 2 o'clock. Yes, yep, that's about 2 o'clock, and bass is kind of like 10 o'clock. So this is kind of like my go-to settings for setting out the clean sound, especially with this kind of amp. You know, like it has a very martially kind of response. So that's how I like to set the clean sound. So let's see how that sounds. I like it. Let's stay there. Let's play with the bright cap switches. So we go all the way to my, oh, it was mistake. So let's play that again. So right now bright switch is it's bypass. So now, bright switch all the way to my left. So that's the sound with the bright all the way to my left. So pardon my mishap just now. So let's go bright all the way to my right hand side. So here it sounds. Okay. I like it all the way to my left, and let's tweak the volume a little bit. So I can hear the shimmers. With that, just that clean channel, there's plenty of things you can do. So let's boost the clean volume all the way to, yeah, why not? All the way 3 o'clock. So now we are into that breakup territory. So let's turn it down to 2 o'clock and see how that sounds. That is just the clean sound, folks. So basically, you can, it got shimmers, it got crystal, and anything you throw at it. And we're just gonna leave it there. Okay, we've done the clean channel, so let's go into the overdrive channel. So this is where this amp kind of like caught me off guard because it's so simple, but it's so giving. So switch it on, and right now everything is at 12 o'clock, including the presence and whatnot, except for the master. Master is at about 11 o'clock. So let's see how that sounds. That's it. That's everything at 12. So let's start tweaking. Just bear in mind the JBE is still on the down position. So yeah, I like it a little bit more presence. Maybe again, I like mids. So let's boost the mids all the way to 3 o'clock, and treble is about 2. So let's hear how that sounds. Let's up the gain. 3 o'clock. Okay, that was the OD channel. Yes, and just now I went and returned the gain all the way to 12 o'clock again, but now I flick the JBE Switch up position. So this is the initial sound. That's the sound with the JBE on the up position. So if you notice, I had to like adjust the master so that we get almost the same level as the previous settings. Yeah, so right now the gain is at 12 o'clock. So let's see how. Yeah. Let's turn down the presence all the way to maybe 11 o'clock and see how that sounds. Nah. I like it there. Well, all right, folks. That's the JJ, the Ceritaun Joejoe 100. My goodness, I forgot how exciting it is to play this amp, and of course with an LP, it sounds ridiculous. Well, again, folks, if you have any questions or any inquiries that regarding to this amp or any other amps that we have in our lineup, be it amp or pedals or any technical questions that you want to know, or maybe you want some advice, please do direct them to nick@ceritaun.com. That's the email. So if you just want to browse through and try to set your sights on any of our selections, any of the amps that we have in our catalog, please do check it out at www.ceritaun.com. That's the website. So again, folks, please don't forget to leave a comment, like, and share the video across your social media platform, and of course, do subscribe to the channel. It is greatly appreciated. Thank you so much, folks. Again, this is Wan, your resident guitar player / amp tester, calling it a day. And I'm gonna play this amp a little bit more. So, yeah, but you're not gonna see it. That's purely for my pleasure. And again, folks, thank you so much. I'm Wan, signing off for the day. Assalamualaikum, and bye-bye, folks. Cheers.